Hi guys, this is Vineet Pandey. It's my first ever video recorded on selfie mode, and this is me in Chhattisgarh right now in Raipur. And I just wanted to tell you all that Raipur is actually beautiful. It's amazing. See that? I'm in Hotel Hayat. It's amazing hotel. People are lovely here, and that's the background here. Can you see this? Imagine it's raining. It's amazing place, beautiful city, and very peaceful compared to Delhi. It's really calm. Well, I'm not here to tell you about the weather conditions and this thing. I just want to tell you all, how's you all guys, especially those who applied for Chhattisgarh said. Confused? Anyway, so don't be confused. I'm here to help you. Though I understand you'll say that why didn't you record this video a week before at least? So it's needed now. It's a panisha for everyone. Guys, remember this thing, just as you all know that Chhattisgarh doesn't have the history of set exams, so it's simply easy that they haven't done any kind of reform in the paper structure. So they'll be simply asking you the basic questions. Most of the questions will be based on British history. 70 to 80% questions will be based on British history. All you have to remember here that make sure you do not forget T.S. Eliot, Virginia Woolf, James Joyce, Joseph Conrad, W.B. Yeats, Auden at any cost. Remember, if you study Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness is the most important work that you have to remember. Along with this thing, make sure the chronological structure of these works. When you study James Joyce, you don't have to go in depth of any of these books. Remember this thing that Virginia Woolf is very important with all her books. Now we talk about the other concepts in British literature, how to study for set exam. Set exam is comparatively really easy if we compare it to the net exams. So just go for the core syllabus of British history. As we have very less time, what you have to do is make a list of every age and the writers like Chaucer. So in age of Chaucer, when you go for these writers, you just have to remember this, that here we have Geoffrey Chaucer, Langland, Wycliffe, and many others. But you don't have to go for many others. You just have to focus on Chaucer more than others. Then go for Langland and Wycliffe. Then you go for Elizabethans. We have Shakespeare, Milton, John Donne, few more writers, Dr. Christopher Marlowe, and all. So make sure that you make a list of 5 to 7 writers in every age, and just go for the topmost writers. There's a pattern in net exam that they ask the very known book from the unknown writers, and in set exam they'll be asking your known books from the known writers. Means this is really easy. So what you have to do is do not miss any important writer in any age. It should not be like that you are prepared with neoclassicals but you don't know Alexander Pope. It should not be like you are studying pre-romantics or the age of transition but you don't know who was William Cowper or Samuel Johnson or James Thompson. So that's the reason how you have to study here. Apart from these things, all you have to remember here is that the literary theory portion, the portion of literary theory is equally very important here. And remember, they are not going to ask you or to give you the toughest question from literary theories. They'll simply ask you the name of theories, the thinkers involved, the books written by them, and then we have certain theories, theoretical terms coined by them. So they may ask you what is implied reader, what is the intentional fallacy, who coined the term dialogism, who coined the term carnivalesque. So these are the basic questions, aporia and all they may ask you. If you go for literary criticism, I personally feel that in set exams, Dryden, T.S. Eliot, and Plato, they are more important than others. And make sure at any cost you do not forget Coleridge. Coleridge is equally very important. So all you have to remember is that these are the most important writers here. If you go for the world literature, for set point of view, world literature is the basic thing for net. It has become very basic for net now. So they have started asking some good questions. But in set exam, still it is to be introduced. So they'll ask you simply the basic writers of the world literature. For example, you simply can go for top five writers of Canadian literature, top five Australian writers, then go for some African writers, top five. Now, how to find the top five writers? Guys, Google has these things. You just have to type top 10 writers of that country and you'll get a list. Go for top five, right? Make a list. Like you go get H.B. Thiongo, Chimananda Adichie. There was a lecture I delivered on Adichie very soon, in the few days back. So apart from this thing, how to score good in very less hours, actually, 24 plus hours. So those who haven't started yet, I'll suggest you take any market guidebook and just go for the chronology, because there are very chances that they'll be asking you 60 to 70% questions from chronological details. Make sure you simply mug up the name of the writers, the ages, and their top level books. Like if you study Milton, there should be some ideas about Paradise Lost. You need to know what is Paradise Lost and the publication and other things. So make sure you remember these things. This point is very, very important. This is my 11th set. I'm going to top this set exam as I've been doing this again and again. Thank you so much. What makes me best is your love, your honor. In this is the best thing that you guys have created, Vineet Pandey. Once again, I want to tell you all that I'm so thankful to all of you. You guys have amazing, amazing respect for me that makes me work for you. So thank you so much, guys. And again, thanking you, Hotel Hayat. This is an amazing place. It's a beautiful one. If you come to Raipur, do not forget to book this hotel. That's really, really amazing. Thank you so much. And one last line. Best of luck for 17th September, November, September. I don't remember actually the dates. I'm so bad. Bye bye.